Hello, my name is Ariana Rose. Welcome to my channel, Beach Inspired. This is my bronze smoky eyes summer tutorial. If you want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. I'm starting out with my Maybelline Color Tattoo and Bad to the Bronze. This is a really pretty neutral tone bronzy shade, and I'm just going to use my finger and sort of warm it up and then use patting motions to pat that on my lid. Now I'm going up to my crease but not through it. Once I hit the crease, I'm going to use a clean finger and just blend that upwards. Now I'm going in with MAC's Matte Eyeshadow in Soft Brown. This is the perfect warm tone crease color. Now by applying this first, it's going to make any other eyeshadow I apply after blend seamlessly together. I'm just using a large fluffy brush and I'm just sweeping that back and forth through the crease. I want it to be a pretty even consistency from the outer to inner corner, so I'm just going to build that up until it's where I want it to be. Now going in with Makeup Forever's Matte Eyeshadow in True Brown, I'm using a smaller fluffy brush and I'm just going to pat that in the outer corner of the eye, and then I'm going to blend that through the deep hollow of the crease. I want it to go through the crease but not above that soft brown color that I used. It helps if you look down into a mirror so you can see that hollow of your crease a lot better, and it's going to make it easier for you not to go too high with this color. Now I'm just going to build it up until it is at the depth that I want it to be. Now I'm going in with Makeup Forever Metallic Copper Eyeshadow. This is a very pretty coppery bronze shimmer. I'm just using a flat brush and I'm going to pat that all over the eyelid. I don't want to go too high into the crease and I don't want to go too far over into the outer corner. I just want it to blend nicely with the other colors. After I get that where I want it, I'm going to just take that fluffy brush that I use for True Brown and just go back and forth through the crease to make sure that there's still that definition there. Now I'm going in with MAC's Naked Pigment. This is a really pretty soft highlight shade with gold flecks in it. And since I have lighter skin, I like to apply a little bit of Fix Plus to my brush first to intensify the color. And after I dip it in the pigment, I like to just sort of pat it into my hand so it works the pigment into the brush, and then apply it to the inner corner of my eyelid. Now I'm going in with Makeup Forever's Waterproof Eye Pencil in 25L, and I'm just going to apply this on the upper waterline of my lid, and I'm just really working that into the lashes so you don't see any sort of separation. Then I'm going to apply it right on my eyelid, and I'm going to work that right into the lashes, and I'm bringing it from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner of my eye. And I'm going to just slightly wing it out a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with an angled brush and just grab the product right from the pencil and use that to define the eyeliner a little bit and slightly wing it out. And I find it best to drag the eyeliner from the outside in towards your eye. Now I'm going in with MAC Cosmetics Costa RICHE pencil, and this is such a pretty warm red brown color. And I'm just going to apply that right on my waterline, working it back and forth, and I'm just going to work it nicely into the lashes. Then I'm going to take a Q-tip and a little bit of an eye cream and just clean up right underneath my eye, and I'm also going to use that to define the outer corner of my eye shadows and just make sure that it's a little bit crisper. I don't want it to be too hard of a line. And then after that, I just went back in with a flat fluffy brush and I'm just defining the crease a little bit, and then going in with a fluffy brush that's clean and just giving it a little extra blend. And I'm going to curl my lashes. This is always an important step. It just sort of widens your eyes. Since I'm going to apply falsies, I'm just going to use a little bit of Extended Play Giga Black right on the root of my lash, and then I'm going to build it up right in the inner corner just to help the lashes blend a little bit. And then I'm going to apply my lashes. These are MAC's 48 lashes. You can get them at MAC Pro. Then I'm just going to go back over with that Makeup Forever eyeliner, and I'm just going to go right over the lashes just to make sure that they blend nicely into my eye. Then I'm just going back in again and deepening that crease. And then going in with a large fluffy brush again and just a little bit of soft brown, just doing a once over blend to make everything as nice and soft and blended together. And then I'm just going to go back in with the Naked Pigment and just intensify it a little bit. Now I'm going to apply MAC's BB Cream Contact in Light Plus. If you want to see a more in-depth tutorial on foundation and prepping the skin, you could check out my video. I will link it down below. Now I'm just using a flat top kapugi brush. I recently rediscovered this product and I do really like it. It's good for more dry skin. It has about a light to medium coverage and gives you a really nice natural glow to the skin. Now just make sure your foundation is blended down into the neck, your ears, and your hairline, and that you're brushing the little baby hairs on the sides of your cheeks in a downwards motion so you don't make them look more obvious. Now I'm going to highlight with MAC's highlighter pen in Radiant Rose. This is a light pinker tone, and I'm just going to highlight the tops of my cheekbones and my under eyes. Since it has a little bit of a pinker tone to it, it helps to correct some of the darkness. And I'm just going to highlight my forehead, my little bit of my nose, and my Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. I will do an in-depth tutorial on highlighting and contouring. Now I'm just going to blend that out with a damp beauty blender. I do highlight right underneath my cheekbone just because it helps everything to look more defined, since I have a little bit more peach fuzz through there. It just makes my face look naturally contoured without having to actually put any contour on there. Now just blend, blend, blend until it is nicely blended but still has a nice highlight. Then I'm going in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer just to add a little bit more coverage right where I have the most darkness under my eye, and then just using the same beauty blender to blend that out. Set it with any powder that you want that works for you under your eye. Just make sure that you blend the concealer out of the creases right before you set it. Then just using a flat, large powder brush, I'm going to set the rest of my foundation so it stays in place. Now I'm going in with a smaller fluffy brush, a little bit of soft brown just to add a little bit of depth under the eye, and then I'm taking the COSTA RICHE eye pencil and I'm just bringing it down a little bit through the lashes and then going in with a pencil brush to blend that together. Then I'm just going to go in the same order that I did on my eyelid. I added a little bit of the Makeup Forever metallic copper color more towards the inner corner and the center of the bottom lid, or the bottom lash line, and then I'm going to go in with Makeup Forever in True Brown and just intensify and deepen the outer corner of the lower lash line. Now the trick with under eye eyeshadow is just to make sure it's really, really nice, soft, and blended, and just use the same colors that you used on your lid in that order so it helps you blend. Now I'm just going back in and intensifying the highlight, and then using a larger flat brush with Naked Pigment, and I did not spray my brush with Fix Plus because I don't want it to be too intense. I'm just applying that on the upper brow bone and then blending it with a 224 brush. I did fill in my brows off camera. If you want to see a tutorial on how I fill in my brows, I will also link that down below. Now I'm just using the same mascara, Extend Play Giga Black, and I'm going to just apply that on my lower lashes. Now I'm going in with Benefit Cosmetics One Hot Minute, and this is a loose bronzing powder. It is the prettiest, soft, glowy bronze color. I'm just going in with a powder brush and I'm going to bronze my cheekbones, and I'm going to bring it a little bit on my forehead, on my chin, and just blend it downwards. This is just like a sexy glow in a little tin can. It's amazing, and it blends out really, really nicely, which is very important with bronzer because you want it to be very nice and soft and blended and to look as least artificial as possible. Now I'm super excited. I finally got this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder palette. It is so pretty. I absolutely love these powders. Now I'm taking the deeper warm tone, and since I have fair skin, this works as a really pretty bronzer, and I'm using it as my blush as well because I don't want to have an intense color with this eye look. I am using a fluffy angled brush to apply this. Then I'm just going to go in with a duo fiber larger brush just to make sure everything is really nice and blended together. I'm going to take the center highlighter shade in the same palette, and this is just going to give you a really nice, very soft glow to the skin. I'm just applying that to the high points of my face, my cheekbones, nose, cupid's bow, chin, and forehead. And I want my cheeks to be a little bit more intense, so I'm taking Bobbi Brown's Shimmer Brick and Sandstone. I'm blending the colors together, mainly using the lighter shades, and applying that just to my cheekbones and blend it into the bronzer blush that I already applied. Now I'm going in with MAC's Lip Pencil in STRIPDOWN. This is a nude medium brown shade, and I'm applying this lightly to the outer portion of my lip and slightly blending it inwards. Then I'm going in with Hourglass Femme Nude Lip Crayon in number 1, and this is such a pretty light pinky nude color, perfect for lighter skin tones, and I'm just applying this to my lips and just blending it together. Then going in with BUXOM Lip Gloss in White Russian. I love these because they have a little bit of a plumping feeling to them, and I'm applying this just mainly in the center of my lips and blending it together just to make my lips look a little juicier and more plump. Then to finish off the look, I'm taking MAC Strobe Liquid in Golden Elixir. You can apply this anywhere you want. You can use it on the face. It does sort of irritate my skin, so I use it on my body. And it just gives you a really, really nice golden bronzed glow, and also looks really good when you're taking photos because it makes the light reflect evenly off of your face and the rest of your body. Just don't forget to wipe off your hands when you're done. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy it. Subscribe and like if you want to. Everything that I used I will list down below, as well as a link to my blog and to all social media. So be my friend if you want to. Have a good day. Bye.